Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video subject matter is response video. So this is a response video. I don't usually do a lot of these. This is more of a reaction video if I'm being fair. Now it's two individuals that I know. One I know more on a personal level, the other one I know more as someone who I've had on my YouTube channel. So I don't know if any of you are aware, but recently Dave Lee, a pretty big YouTuber, had Dougal Cameron, a friend of mine, on his show. Now the Cameron brothers, the Cameron family and sister are a great group, they're a great bunch, and I've enjoyed hanging out with them, and they just have great attitude to life. They're good guys. I know Dave Lee as well, but I have interacted with him on the phone. He's been very supportive, very friendly person. But I'm not gonna lie, when he was on my show with me, I was clearly I had back pain and it didn't seem to bother him at all. So the point that I raise is, as much as I like both of them, it's funny that the older person is less respectful than the younger person, and gets triggered far easier. Have a watch, we'll watch it together, and I'll just yeah, so this is my reaction video to Dougal and Dave. Okay, so for the reaction video, I want to show you how, look at that, Dave Lee destroys pro CCP Aussie rich kid in debate. Now let's find out if that's the case. He could have just written Dave Lee destroys opponent in debate, but like he's added Aussie rich kid.
Would I say I'm pro-China? I don't know. I would say I'm pro-China on a range of things. Particularly, I think often the mainstream media.
Alright, just wanted to pause it there. He is pro-China on certain things. Certain things is what he said. That is what he said. So let's see how this is characterized. Well, already we know how it's characterized. It says already, Dave Lee destroys pro-CCP Aussie kid. He just said he's not pro-China on everything. It's on a range of issues.
I guess the behavioral economics of the people in all of the countries, and how each of those countries will intermix with the alliance structure, and who's going to win at the end. So we're really predicting the future here. And you obviously think that we should side with China. I think that we should side with the United States. And what do you think about that? I've got some questions here as well.
Okay, cool. Well, there's a bunch of stuff you mentioned. I'll just talk about the kind of China aspect at this point. I don't advocate, I've never advocated leaving a security alliance with America. I think America is basically our best friend. We do a lot of dumb stuff together as well. I think a economic relationship with China can exist in the context of a security alliance with America, and I think that's going to benefit everyone involved. I think we just have to be a bit smarter about how we go about it, I would say, to summarize my position.
Okay, well, the fact of the matter is, when you have great power politics, you have to choose a side. Australia is an island, but we cannot be an island. Now, the United States wants us to be 100% on their side, and China wants us to be 100% on their side. So I'm sorry, but a lot of the fools in the past have made that mistake, thinking that we can sit on the fence, and that is what has got us into this situation we're in today. So we cannot sit on the fence. So we got to choose. And so that's why I assume that you're going to choose China and I choose the United States.
Sorry. I'm already laughing. The reason I'm already laughing is because of how he goes, well, I'm sorry. And the whole time Dougal's just like, yeah, well, you know, it's just the smugness that is so off-putting. It's so unnecessary. So he has basically stated his position. He's pro-China on several things, not on everything. So that's already easy to understand. And the other point is that he said he doesn't want to break ties with the United States. That's not even his position. So obviously I understand Dave's position. He's saying that it's either or, but there's no screen share there showing that it has to be one or the other. he might be right. I'm not here to talk about the facts necessarily. I'm here more so to talk about their behaviors. But nothing was shown to make that to verify and confirm his point. Dave Lee might be right, but it's the way he's saying it that is quite right.
No, I don't believe that's true at all. I mean, even Scott Morrison recently went to America and said our relationship with China is a special one, and we come at it from a different perspective than America does. I also don't think that having economic trade ties with China, where trade is mutually beneficial, necessarily means siding with China. I don't think there's an inevitable war coming. I think we can avoid it, although I think there's a range of people who do want war.
I didn't say anything about war. We are a part of an alliance system, and when the economies of both of those two great powers come under jeopardy, they choose the alliance system and they make the smaller powers choose. Now, it is a fact that we do need to choose. It doesn't mean that we need to decouple entirely. I never said that. I don't think anybody...
What do you mean, in fact, we need to choose? What makes you say that?
Yes, he did.
So we got to choose. So we got to choose.
That's a fact.
Well,
he did. He said, it's a fact. I'm sorry. He goes, I'm sorry. It's a fact. You have to choose either America or China. I choose America. That's what Dave Lee said. So,
well, it's a fact. So, John Mearsheimer...
Scott Morrison doesn't think it's a fact. I don't...
He just said that. It's a fact, but then a second ago he goes, I didn't say that.
I think it's a fact. A whole lot of people don't think it's a fact.
What Scott Morrison tells to you publicly is very different from what Scott Morrison is told by Washington privately, obviously. And
so does Dave Lee know what he's being told privately? Does he have like a fly on the wall in there?
I guess we have differing opinions, but John Mearsheimer came here last year and he told the Australian people that we need to choose, or we will become an enemy of the United States. Fact. So we need to choose. We can
show. Dave Lee's probably right. I'm not going to take that away from him, but he should show the video of what he's stating is a fact.
Not sit on the fence when it comes to great power politics, when it comes to something like this. Look at...
I think we have a disagreement about what the word fact means. Initially, I mean, if Scott Morrison is saying we don't need to choose, Donald Trump has not told us we need to choose, Xi Jinping has not told us we need to choose, I think you're obviously saying something that nobody else is. And when you say we need to choose, I don't also know exactly what you mean. If you're saying if we choose America, we don't necessarily need to decouple from China.
I don't know where you're getting this idea that we're deliberately shooting ourselves in the foot and destroying our own economy for no reason, because that's absolutely ridiculous.
Quiet.
See what he's doing? I don't know where you... Like, why is he talking down to him? It's so ridiculous. Honestly, it's actually a bit annoying.
I'd like to throw it in again. Comrade, fact.
At the same time, it's not an act of war. No one has declared war. No one is even really suggesting war. And I don't think we have destroyed the Australian economy. What will destroy the Australian economy is deciding to decouple from China or stop trading with China, which is one of the options being presented and supported by...
I'm just going to say one thing, and that is that the Australian economy is already destroyed, no thanks to COVID. We'll be paying back debts for over 50 years. We'll have extra GST, and yeah, we're not in a good place in this country.
By a range of anti-China commentators.
Who's saying that? I don't know anybody that wants to destroy our own economy. China's sanctioning us. We want to sell whatever we can to China. We want to continue to trade with China. We want to continue to remain wealthy. We don't want to live in poverty. That's absolutely ridiculous argument. We want to remain safe with the United States. We want our ships to remain safe going through the South China Sea, and we want to remain wealthy. Now, who is actually saying that we should destroy our own economy because this person needs their head read?
Yeah, dude, I don't know who you're arguing with because you're arguing against points that I haven't made.
That's what you said. We're destroying our own economy. China's sanctioning us. Have we told China that we do not want to sell them?
I'm gonna rewind that.
Have we told...
That face is, why the beep am I here?
told China that we do not want to sell them something? Is there anything that we have told China that we don't want to sell? Or is it China actually telling us that they're sanctioning us? They're putting tariffs on us. They've militarized the South China Sea to threaten our maritime trade. What have we done to deliberately destroy our own economy? Why is that funny? It's a fact. This is what's happening. I don't know.
Why is that funny? All you have to do to get on your opponent's nerve is to smile or laugh.
You ever hear of a tuna?
You ever hear of a ritual killing?
I don't get it.
You know, on her face in public like that again and you'll be one.
What world you're living in, to be honest.
Well, I don't know who you're arguing against. I've never said we've destroyed the Australian economy. What I said is that if we pursue decoupling and if we pursue stopping trade with China, that will destroy the Australian economy.
He did say that. All you gotta do is rewind this video or his own.
But how's that going to happen? We're not going to destroy our own economy. We're not going to say, look, we're not going to trade with you. China's sanctioning us. It's geo-economic coercion. That's the game that they play. They did it to South Korea. They did it with exports out of the Philippines. They're in and out of Japan. They're causing trouble with Japan. They're doing it to Vietnam. They're doing to all of their neighbors. And now they're bullying us because we are friends with the United States. We've been friends with the United States for over 100 years. So how are we destroying our own economy? It doesn't even make sense. We've got products to sell. We want to sell them everywhere, as well as protecting ourselves.
Okay, I'm going to say this clearly one more time so you understand me. We have not yet destroyed the Australian economy. We will destroy it if we pursue decoupling and stop trading with China. And that is the option which is being presented by people like you, for example, at the start when you say we have to choose between America and China, right? And presumably what you mean is you say if we choose security with America over economic relationship with China and we stop our economic relationship with China, then that's what's going to destroy the Australian economy. So that's not the position which is being had now in the Australian government. And I believe the Australian government's doing a decent job. But I also believe China's put tariffs and different embargoes on a range of countries at different times. I don't like it when they do it, but it's also very clear that we can develop that relationship and improve it quickly. And I don't believe those tariffs will be a long-term thing. Okay,
so decoupling. How is this decoupling that you speak of going to play out? How is it?
So this is good. Dave Lee doesn't necessarily acknowledge that he maybe misunderstood, but he has now reconfirmed his point. So this is like a emotional maturity kicking in. He's going, okay. So that's what you've said. How? So that's I respect that.
It's gonna happen because if I don't understand your point, please explain it to me.
Okay.
See, that's humble. Dave Lee is doing good there.
Economy. That is an absolutely ridiculous argument. I've heard decoupling as in let's diversify our trade just in case China cuts us off and sanctions us. So why is that even so funny? I don't think you fully understand what is really going on out there.
Why is that even so funny? Every time he smiles it triggers Dave Lee. Did you see? I'm gonna rewind it a little bit again. Hang on.
Let's diversify.
That's another why the F am I here? Oh, I feel you, Dougal.
Our trade just in case China cuts us off and sanctions us. So why is that even so funny? I don't think you fully understand what is really going on out there.
When I'm the one who never made those arguments in the first place. It's happened a few times already.
Fact. Yeah, but I never made those comments. Man, Dougal is good in a debate. He's really good. He's good. All right, let's keep watching.
You said decoupling. Who's decoupling then? Look, if we can't get to the bottom of who's decoupling and who's sanctioning who, I'm pretty sure it's China. And if you can't actually name anyone who's actually, if you can name one person who has actually said, look, we should stop all trade with China. If you can name one of those people, was it Scott Morrison? You mentioned Scott Morrison before. I don't know anybody that has actually.
What they both didn't do is, well, particularly Dave Lee, because it's his channel, was like show evidence of whichever point was being made. Like Dougal maybe should have had links prepared so that he could show and whatever. But I mean, I'm sure that they didn't realize they'd get like they didn't realize maybe it would be this petty.
He said that. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I gotta say, I'm enjoying this. I really am. I've got some more questions. We can move on if you.
Yeah, I don't know if this is going to go anywhere because you're not listening to what I'm saying.
I am listening to what you're saying. Well, let's get on to another question, okay? Look, I saw in the debate you said we should allow Hong Kong immigrants into Australia. And then you went on to saying that we should give Hong Kong their own city within Australia, as in let them create their own country on Australia's landmass. I don't know what you'd call it. You'd call it the new Hong Kong down in Australia. But that's what you said in the debate. I'm pretty sure, we can go back and have a look at the debate, but I'm pretty sure you said we should give them their own city in Australia and just hand it over and they can create their own country within Australia. That's so generous of you, comrade. Now, I don't know what to say. What do you think? What does that mean?
Well, so you got about 50% of that correct. I said we should take in a bunch of Hong Kong refugees. And I just kind of floated this idea that I've been thinking about, is that we could build a new city and it won't be like a Hong Kong nation, but it can be a place like Australia doesn't have the infrastructure in major cities right now to support a big influx of new people. But what's so valuable about Hong Kong is not its buildings, it's not its city, it's not its infrastructure, it's the creative energy of the people. And if we can bring all those people into Australia, and if we can find a place to accommodate them, I think it could be a really beautiful thing.
It sounds like Dave Lee might have this point. Obviously he only got 50% right, but taking them on and then giving them their own little space, that does sound like a little mini new Hong Kong. Anyway, that's not the point. I'm mostly doing behaviours.
Like a gated community that excludes everybody else. I bet the Indigenous Australians would love that idea. They're going to love that one. How does that work? Am I allowed to enter it? Or are there PLA military guarding this gated community you speak of?
Well, of course, anyone would be able to go, right? I haven't thought about this as a real idea. I was just floating it.
No.
What I don't like, okay, so Dave Lee may have the point here, but what he's doing is Dougal doesn't have this policy prescription all thought out with, you know, section A and subsection C and whatever. So it's unfair to hold someone up to a comment that they just had, you know, off the cuff in passing. So I mean, you can question him about it, but to be smug about it is kind of unnecessary.
We have
genuine. Like you haven't had an honest question the whole time. You're just trying to set me up, bro.
I'm not trying to set you up.
Well done.
You are fake news, Dave.
I'm not fake news. What are you talking about?
Fake news. You're exactly fake news.
You are fake news.
Which is, you know, that's how the Chinese are, you know? You do business over there, they want to get their hands on your cash, right? And so what the story is...
Hey, you're saying a lot of dumb things right now. Like, what makes you... Have you ever done business in China? Like, what makes you say they want to do that? So many Australians do business in China, right? And we have a $285 billion trade relationship. That wouldn't happen if all they want to do is grab your cash and run.
Well, yes. In China, when you do business in China, you have to sign up to their rules.
All of this would be fine if they had shown their perspective Like there should have been like another video made after the fact by maybe each party proving their point. And you know, who knows, they might still do that with like articles and numbers, and who knows.
Relax.
This has been a funny.
No, I don't know much about this story. I'll definitely go and have a look at it after this
Don't know
interview.
much about a lot, okay? so far, you haven't convinced me of anything.
Taking your funny pills today, Dave.
How are you going to take it without water?
I don't know. I'll put it in.
Maybe you should wait. Okay.
Relax.
This has been a funny debate or discussion anyway.
What do you think? Do you think that they were both smug, or that one of them was smug? It's very easy to have a discussion / debate without being so arrogant. But anyway, be sure to subscribe to their channels. Dave Lee has built a fantastic YouTube channel. He is very knowledgeable on China. Probably not very good in a debate, but very knowledgeable on China. And he's gotten a lot of things right. He's predicted a lot of things. So make sure the link to his channel is in the description box below. And so is the Carnage House production channel. Link is in the description box below. The original video for the that debate is also in the description box below. Yeah, just Dave Lee also actually took a portion of when I interviewed him and put it on his channel. He didn't do the description box below, so I just wanted to point that out. So guys, I hope you liked this video. It was a little bit different, but I just thought it was really funny because when a friend of mine gets into something like that, of course I'm going to support him. He actually wanted me to watch it too, and he wanted to get my thoughts, and I thought he did great. So yeah, make sure everyone subscribes to their stuff. They're so close to 1,000. They deserve everything that they can get. So yeah, God bless, and I'll see you guys next week.